Hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Yeah, you're probably wondering about the gloves. You see, I got into a bit of an argument with a hot plate and burned them pretty badly. I didn't think you guys wanted to see charred, bandaged hands. So, where were we? The Scarlet Witch is dead, robots are trying to take over the world, and everybody's a moron. So let's dig into Ultimates 3, number 5.
Linkara's gonna teach you all a lesson you won't learn. Brodsky, you're not the smartest. Life out, you're not an artist. Anyone who's had a bad comic published, it could be your turn. Linkara, he is a man punch, wears a birdie hat. Linkara, he has a magic gun. Where'd he purchase that? Linkara, coins, robots, Amazon and trucks. Linkara, this comic sucks. Linkara. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
This issue begins with the lead robot, who has taken the name Yellow Jacket, though apparently also is named Ultron in a 1-2 punch of referencing the main Marvel Universe, giving a whole ton of exposition about why he decided to overturn his organic overlords. You know, a lot of people have told me that this has nothing to do with Ultimates 1 and 2, but this book, despite a few hiccups, minor errors, and Pyro being a bad guy even though everywhere else he's a good guy, it's actually built on nothing but references to the previous ones. For example, the explanation. In Ultimates 2, Hank Pym went to visit Nick Fury in the hopes of contributing robot soldiers to aid the Ultimates. Fury turned him down, but during that time, the Scarlet Witch met with the robots and, once again, referencing the fact that in the main Marvel Universe, the Scarlet Witch was married to a robot called Vision, there was a throwaway line from Quicksilver asking her if she was flirting with the robot. However, according to this comic, not only was she flirting with the robot, but indeed accidentally cast some sort of spell on the machine, making it obsessed with her. Because of course a machine programmed to fight and kill would naturally possess a libido that serves no purpose in its programming. It started with hacking into Tony Stark's personal computer, leaking his sex antics onto the internet. He needed to be distracted, dulled with alcohol. Stark would have spotted the replacements. I reiterate, Tony Stark is always drinking in the Ultimates. I created Venom to kidnap Wanda, to keep her from them for what was to come. And why did you make it look like Venom? But she wasn't there. She was with him, her brother, Pietro, my rival. This is going to make for a very interesting episode of Jerry Springer. Who should she choose? Her robot lover or her brother lover? You, my creator, had to be removed from the equation. However, it turns out that I didn't have to. Man, that pudding's deadly. He then says that he followed Wanda out and saw Pietro about to exclaim his love to her. It was at that moment, that fateful moment, that I realized she would never be mine. It was a crime of passion. You know, you could have just shot him. As he explains that he's going to replace the Ultimates with his own robot versions, he says he's doing it all for Wanda. Furthermore, he tries to justify his actions by saying that by killing Wanda, her father would be enraged and start a war with humankind. Your robot brain is surprisingly limited. Pietro was your rival and, as we'll see, still cared about by Magneto despite earlier misgivings, and would probably have done the same job without killing the one you loved. Open file. You are an idiot. He further explains, seriously, this entire page is exposition of the entire plot. That's well-crafted storytelling, isn't it? That by bonding human DNA with the mainframe machines, it prevents degradation of the human tissue, and that the DNA maintains its integrity better when the human host is alive. That doesn't even begin to make sense! It's not like human flesh is psychic and keeps tabs on any disconnected bits of it! Wasp and Hank Pym decide to follow him, but also realize that they need help. Cut back to Magneto, who's making short work of the attacking forces. All of a sudden, the Robo-Ultimates show up. Wow, that was quick. We also see that Wasp and Hank Pym freed Iron Man and stowed away on the jet. Apparently Quicksilver isn't the only one with super speed, otherwise I have no idea how the hell they're doing everything so fast. Back over to Black Panther fighting the Juggernaut. And I know I'm supposed to be worried about his well-being and all, but every time I look at that red eye, all I can think of is...
By your command, Imperious Leader.
Wolverine rides a Triceratops and knocks the Juggernaut away and threatens to slice up the Juggernaut. Oh, but then Black Panther reveals that he's Captain America. Yeah, that was the big secret. And furthermore, Iron Man and the Mini-Marvels show up and ask what everyone must be asking right now. Why are you dressed as the Panther? Where is the real Panther? Is there a real Black Panther? And what's the answer to that, Bob? That's correct! There is no answer! It's just one big unexplained what the hell! Back over to Valkyrie with Mastermind and Pyro talking about how much they'll enjoy raping her since her mind is hallucinating. Ugh, this comic has a thin layer of icky on every page. However, in her hallucinations, some silhouetted form comes to her and says that he didn't give her powers so that she could die. Who is this person? What deal is he talking about? I have no idea. People have said that there was an annual issue that actually filled in the plot holes of Valkyrie and Black Panther, but in my humble opinion, if they couldn't be bothered to put these answers in the comic itself, if the story cannot be contained within its own pages and requires peripheral reading, there is no reason why I should need to read it for the answers. For crying out loud, at least Amazon's Attack tried to explain what happened in tie-in issues. This one just tosses logic to the wind and says, screw you! You want answers? Then buy more of the same junk you didn't like in the first place. Anyway, Valkyrie wakes up. Men! Dead men! No, Valkyrie for the 9th time. It's 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. So Valkyrie cuts off Mastermind's head. What is with this book and its decapitation fetish? Venom told Valkyrie he was going to take off her head, Wolverine told Hawkeye he'd cut off his head, and now Valkyrie actually chops off somebody's head. Or maybe it's just dismemberment in general as Pyro's hands get lopped off next. I guess his mutant name is Stumpy now. Back with Magneto, the Roboltimates attack Magneto. Surrender, Magneto, or die. You pick. So, wait, if his plan was to make Magneto wage war on humankind, why the hell is he attacking Magneto? Magneto tries to use a magnetic field on them, but the robots aren't made of anything metallic. So what, that metallic-looking face on Robo-Hulk there is actually plastic? Or perhaps your mighty robot bodies are made of porcelain from all the bathrooms in Tony Stark's mansion? Thor comes back because, well, he's Thor, and of course the rest of the Ultimates come in and we have a nice big 2-page spread depicting a fight scene. Yeah, big chaotic fight scene. Haven't seen that in this series yet. Hey, Robot Ultimates, you know what would be really useful right now? Bullets that could target someone's DNA. Don't you just wish you had some of those? So another 2-page spread full of disjointed panels as they fight robot versions of themselves. Well, sorta. Wolverine fights Robo-Hulk and makes an in-joke about a book that had serious delay issues. I almost feel sorry for you, but then I'd be feeling sorry for myself. And I only feel sorry for myself when I run out of liquor. I'd rather not kill you, Jan. My experimentation on your DNA has only begun. Besides, you're almost like a mother to me. Then I guess that makes me the mother-her. I don't think they're going to let you call yourself that in the toy line. So apparently when Hank Pym killed Robo Pym, it turned off all the other ones. He was like the server to all the others. When he crashed, he took down the mainframe. Yes, that's right, keep pretending that you know what you're talking about. Wasp tells Magneto that there's no more need to fight or for revenge since it was the robot that killed the Scarlet Witch, and the robot is dead now. At the same time, Hawkeye decides to monologue for some reason. Maybe I am dead, and I'm just a ghost going through the motions. You know, one of those ghosts that's not gonna rest until the job's done. Say it with me, everyone. Shut up! Magneto refuses to believe that no human hands were a part of this, and Hawkeye just shoots him. However, Quicksilver runs into the path of Hawkeye's shot, and he collapses. Hawkeye, what did you do? The job. Can I go die now? Yes, kindly die now. Magneto takes the death of his son well. Magneto uses his powers to raise his fortress up from the ground and higher than any of them can get to given their current state. Later, Magneto talks to Pietro's body, swearing vengeance upon the world and wanting to know where the Scarlet Witch's body is so he can bury her as well. And Quicksilver sheds a single tear. Aw, almost makes you forget that he was boning his own sister because he apparently wanted his mommy. Creepy and stupid. There's a trite wrap-up with the Ultimates, with no explanation given for Cap's little Black Panther masquerade, and Wasp saying that Hank Pym is back on the team for his part in saving them all. Wolverine closes it out by saying he needs a beer. I'll drink to that. Of course, I'll drink to the Hope Shopping Network, so that's nothing special. And so our comic ends with the secret revelation of who really made the robots gain sentience. Granny Goodness! Nah, just kidding, it was Dr. Doom, but really, would you have been surprised? This revelation comes as much out of left field as that one did. Well, that was certainly an enjoyable experience, wasn't it? Ultimates 3 wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. I mean, really, what can one question about it? What was the point of making the ghoul look like Venom? Why the sex tape scandal? In fact, what scandal whatsoever? It's only mentioned in like 2 pages. Why was Wolverine even in the story? What was the point of Kazar's flashback? Why did Captain America dress up like the Black Panther? Why is Tony Stark still pining for the Black Widow when he was over her at the end of Ultimates 2? Why did they let Hawkeye remain on the team when he's clearly unbalanced? Why was Pietro a bigger threat according to Wolverine? Why the flashback to when Logan met Magda? Why did the robot assassinate Wanda when it was Quicksilver who declared his love? How did Hank Pym recover from being drugged? What was the point of the revelation of Wanda's reality warping powers? If the robots have bullets that can target specific DNA, why don't they ever use them anywhere else? Why did Dr. Doom do any of this junk? Dear God, this comic sucks! So who do we have to blame for this mess? Was it Jeff Loeb, whose talents have waned in recent years? Was it Joe Madureira, whose artwork was ill-suited for this kind of book? Or was it the editors at Marvel who approved this garbage? Well, I think it's obvious whose fault Ultimates 3 is. You. Yes, you, the audience of this show. You sycophantic worms will buy anything dished out to you. They told you this garbage was gold and you believed it. Just like if I had said something was good or bad, you'll believe me instantly. So go on, continue being the mindless, dreary-eyed, ugly bags of fat that I can call my family. I'm home! Ooh, that vacation was just what I...